From the Center for the Arts Studio, this is your AUTV News Break. I'm Lauren Gulden. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here today with some breaking news. Local Cincinnati man has concluded his 90th year. Dave Gulden, or more commonly known as Grandpa, celebrates his birthday surrounded by friends and family. I spoke with Grandpa himself as he explained some of his life's highlights.
I lived on with my parents in a rental house on Victor Street in Clifton Heights. I came home from Deaconess Hospital where I was born to that house. I went to one school system through elementary school, starting with kindergarten through sixth grade in one building, and we moved to a second old antique type building for the seventh and eighth grades.
Bob, what's going on? Happy birthday, man. You made it. I just wanted you to know that I love you. This is your first grandson, Ian Sheehy. I couldn't be more proud to be that. You know what? You've showed me a lot of ways. We don't really talk that much. We definitely need to talk more. But you've shown me and taught me a lot. And I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and that you'll always be on my mind. I love you, Pop. Thanks for showing me what an IRA is. Wouldn't be possible without you. This family wouldn't exist without you. So, you're at the top of the top. You are the patriarch. So I hope you have a happy birthday, Pop, and I'll talk to you soon. I love you, man.
Okay, so in elementary school, we made flat Stanleys, and they were just little paper dolls that you were supposed to take pictures of in interesting places. And one year, Grandma and Grandpa went to Niagara Falls, and they took my flat Stanley. And there are 3 pictures in the scrapbook of Niagara Falls, and 2 of them have my flat Stanley in them. So I was very happy that they did that for me. But Julie and I were looking at pictures a couple days ago, and we found a 3rd picture of my flat Stanley. And it was of Grandpa and some random lady. We don't know who she was. Julie didn't know who she was. And she was holding my flat Stanley. And I don't know if they were in Niagara Falls. They were just in like a bar or a restaurant. But Grandpa still had custody of my flat Stanley somewhere. And he just let some random lady pose with him. So I thought that was kind of odd. But that's what I got. Love you.
Honored as 2 years of college. I had to have that qualification to get in this naval cadet program that I was endeavoring to get in to learn how to fly airplanes and be a naval aviator. Prior to joining the Navy, I worked at the post office part-time delivering Christmas mail, and I was in the sorting station downtown at Dalton Street before I went in the Navy. After I came home from the Navy, it was in the holiday season, so I took a part-time work with the post office. Libby was a secretary at Automatic Sprinkler Company. That was a company in Madisonville, and I got her name and address, obviously, from postcard or Christmas cards, and we became acquainted. And I called her up, and we went to a hockey game. Was our first date.
Hi, Grandpa. Happy birthday. Let's see. One thing that I learned from you is to never settle for anything less than what I am worth.
Hey Grandpa, it's Lou. Happy birthday. One of my favorite memories I remember of you over the years is when you and Grandma Libby drove me and Adam all around town in your station wagon, that green Toyota station wagon. We went, kind of all around the east side and went up to Lunken Airport and up the view above Lunken Airport. It was a good time. I think you had us for the weekend back when we were younger. Sure, there's many more memories, but that's one that comes to mind right now. So happy birthday. Hope it's a great one, and hope there's many more to come. Bye.
It was sort of a mutual agreement. We decided to get married in October of 61, and we did do that. I don't think I really proposed as such. I didn't ask her father for permission. I think if push comes to shove, I gave her a kimono, a Chinese type robe for Christmas. And I think her father raised his eyebrows saying it was too personal a gift. And if my memory's right and the truth be known, she probably indicated we ought to get married. So there was no official proposal where I got down on one knee or cornered her dad and asked for permission to marry her.
Hi, Grandpa. It's your granddaughter, Claire. There's so many things that I could say about you, and some of my favorite memories are the Chocolatey Claire nickname that you gave me when I was little, and just how supportive and kind you have been, making sure I have everything I need to focus on school and to do well. A funny memory that happened recently that I always think about is on Easter last year. You were sitting with all the grandkids at the dinner table and just for fun pulled out a piece of paper and started reading off all of our social security numbers. Not sure why, but you kept going. And you had to get the paper taken away from you by Aunt Nanny. So that is something that I think about and it makes me laugh. And I just want to say happy 90th birthday. We love you.
Happy 90th birthday, Grandpa. That's such a big number, and I can't even imagine how my life might be when I get close to your age. With such a long life, it must be so wonderful to know how fulfilling and fruitful it's become, especially with the people that you've impacted in your life, especially me. Because I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without your support through the trade schools and the cars that you've helped me buy and, just being there for me when I need you, especially outside of high school. I can say with confidence that I wouldn't be where I am today without your help. And I just wanted to let you know that I really love you and I really appreciate everything you've done for me at any point in my life. Thank you so much, and I really hope you have an amazing 90th birthday.
What did I like best about this time in my life?
Yes.
The long courtship we had and the good relationship we had and the things we did together and with the group. We're active in our church, the Eastminster Church.
Mm.
So we had a lot of young friends we were associated with.
So was this the era where you and Grandma were partying hard with your friends?
I guess you'd call it that, sure. I joined the membership of that church in June of 1954. So I've been a member there 69 years or something like that.
Hello, this is Adam, in case anyone didn't already know that. I just wanted to come on here and wish Grandpa a happy birthday and just let him know how much I appreciate him and everything he's done for me. I remember as a kid growing up playing football, baseball, basketball. Grandpa would always be there supporting me. I just remember seeing him in the crowd, and I really do appreciate you showing up for me, Grandpa. It really does go a long way when you're supporting me in whatever it is I'm doing. I think you may have came to one of my rugby games too, which you probably had no idea what was happening, but that's okay. I didn't either. So you've been a big help for a lot of people, and I really do appreciate that, and I hope everyone else does too. I also have enjoyed our talks. I love how you just kind of tell me how it is. You just tell me straight up, this is what it is. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, and sometimes that's just what you have to hear at the time. So I appreciate all the advice and wisdom you've given me over the years, and yeah, I'm sure everyone else appreciates it too. So thank you, Grandpa, and happy birthday.
Me, Grandpa stands out the most from his birthday gifts, where he would always do the math on the birthday card, so you know exactly how old you are and what year you were born. I've never really understood why, other than just to commit to a bit at this point, but in a way that really represents who Grandpa is, because he's very particular. Whether or not what he does makes sense, it's always something like that he just does. I know that most of my questions have just been answered from him because he has so much knowledge. He is particularly in my faith, like any questions I have about God, he has an answer, and he has wisdom, and he has something to share. And he's been very generous in that area. He's always cared for me in that way. I've always seen him to be very kind, very giving. He's not worldly, and he has a very charitable nature. He's helped me out countless times, and I just really appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, you can't have a favorite child. We had 4 children: Julie, Nancy, Mary, and David. We lived in an apartment in Kennedy Heights during our 3 children era, and then we bought a house in Madera, 7300 South Timber Lane, and lived there from 1965 till I moved out in 2017.
Hi, Grandpa. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a really good celebration with everyone. I wanted to get on here and talk about my favorite memory with you. I would say my favorite memory with you is definitely all the Christmases we've had together, which is a lot, but my favorite ones were definitely the ones in your house, in that living room with the couch and the tree in there. Every single time Christmas rolls around or just the holiday season, it reminds me of being there, and it was just so much fun. So that was my favorite memory. And I also wanted to say thank you for always being there for me and being curious about my life, the hobbies and things that I'm into and where my career is going. You've always been asking me questions and believing in that. So thank you for being there for that and watching what I'm going to be doing next every single year. So I love you. Thank you for being there for me.
Tell me about your grandchildren.
Well, I have 10 of them. Try to keep track of them all. But it's been fun watching them grow and do the educational thing.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you.
Your vocation is important, but it's not the most important. Your most important is your family and your own integrity, I guess. It's not necessary to be first in the class or first in everything. It's just, I guess, moderation is sort of what I would classify myself as. I think my most enjoyable years were all of them have been good, but particularly the married life to Libby were good years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then look back on them, good.